FLM 181 week 5. No, this week we did. We went over the edits. The editing for project 1. What could have been done better? If we had what could have been done in post. In post production. From the from the shooting on the day, to make it better. And talked about the external field external mic, how to use it, what it's used for, and why it's useful to have, and I also directed for project 2 on the day.
Cool.
So the external audio is great. You always want to have a internal from the mic coming in playing, as well as a shotgun mic, and you always have the boom mic and the lavalier mic external, so that on the day you have multiple to play with. You always need field mic is really good because it has a higher audio output and better sound quality, and it's great to use, and it's useful when in a studio or doing getting ambient sounds and close-up shots of sounds, and as I said, boom mics and external going into it, so that you can sync it up with the internal mic, so that it's better, so you use a better quality audio.
Cool.
I had to be interviewed as well. My experience between when I directed to me being interviewed was the difference between me doing it when I directed and me being interviewed was, I felt like everyone was nervous. Well, everyone was nervous being interviewed, but more per se, the way I was interviewing the questions and not going from one question to another. I just didn't give a break. Make sure that the interview, is there, having, anxiety. Just reassuring the interviewee to calm down and be relaxed, and just when it feels needed to if you can see that they're just nervous and whatnot, just redirect them to it. And also just better, I could have improved when I was directing when I was interviewing, could have just improved. I read more redirecting them back to the question with other questions per se, but that's just practice over with different interviewees and doing lots of interviews over a period, but that's just practicing conversations. And so when I was getting interviewed, Sarah interviewed the lit up, had a low key light, but not low, half a bit of, it was low key lighting, but not so much, in the middle of a low key, shadows were there and whatnot, but not so much. because of the type of interview. Like the interview was about dark, and yeah, dark. It was not. It was dark. It was not like a crime video interview, but it was like a dark story, but with highlighted. So it needed like shadows and what forth, but not so much. That it was like a criminal, someone got murdered type interview per se, fully located, like in the middle, halfway, so that half of the face was had shadows and the other half wasn't, so that you could, so that it told that one, like the part had a dark part, so like past, and then the other, the light to show represent the hope in the interview.
Yeah, cool.